1957, sat that way and Ayowu Ghana. We all know that during this time was the day Kwame Nkrumah fought back and forth to bring our nation what it needs. But ask yourself, why Netwaso? We all have witnessed many politicians, they have come and they are gone. Nothing has been added. When Nkrumah came in power, or establishing so many companies and can use investment, but ask yourself today, most of these companies are not even completed. A big card is a pro. Now we have millions of youth in Ghana here. Okay, on school, they don't have work to do. You ask yourself, what should they do? Now they all think that moving out from the country is better than staying in the country. And I can tell you for the fact that there are so many citizens of Ghanaians right now who are outside of the country. There are so many of them. Not long ago, a Ghanaian was killed in South Africa. This Ghanaian guy was shot and he's dead. And his body has now arrived in Ghana here for the family to bury him. But I was very shocked when I saw this news. Some Ghanaians were actually speaking against this man. That the government came with plane to convey citizens back to the country. And so, the question they were asking is, why did the man decide to still stay there? And I asked myself, can't they see what is actually happening in this country? See, someone who have millions to save their family would not live in Ghana if the opportunity comes for him to fly away. And we all know that South Africa has so many benefits that Ghana doesn't have. One, the health facilities in South Africa called to compare Ghana. You understand? Now, these people have gone there, they have established themselves. But now will be few cars not for. We know most of them came back to Ghana without none of their wealth. For Jambu cars, the government didn't compensate them. You see, so when you think about all your hard workings, now would you say free South Africa, Ramsamba Ghana, you still choose to say either to die or not. That is the mind. You wouldn't understand that because he who has suffered knows what it means to lose. We are all in this country. Politicians has come. So many politicians. They don't do nothing for we the citizens. When it comes to our electricity, ask yourself, electricity na use no. Ahi and I'm watching. Just look at how expensive electricity is in this Ghana here. Let's walk away from electricity. Look at water. The cost of water alone is something that you can't bear off. So the country Ghana is very, very expensive to live with as compared to other African countries. Charlie, we have to be awake. Because if this country have what it takes for the citizens to live in, I don't think we will be traveling out there. And we are really suffering, which is why most of them want to leave the country and explore outside there. And yeah, there will be something better out from that. And then we may be baby. That's it. And continue with don't be speaking somehow as if he didn't know what he was actually feeling the pain of losing all these resources. And I was very happy when I saw this gentleman posting a sense that for him, he has been in South Africa and Libya, and comparing South Africa and Libya, you could see a far difference. And yes, he made mention of so many stuff that Charlie, when it comes to the resources, it's far away. Ghana here is very expensive to live in. Very expensive. He made mention of food, and you can attest to the fact that Ghana who paid the need now some person to be an main power 20 cities ML. You go to some food store bar to buy food, and now we have 15 cities. Who crowd last 20 cities and now we have 15 cities. 5 cities what they told them. Benkwana. Now Benku ba kwebe soon. And you can very small. So this should tell you that the country is very, very expensive. What are politicians doing in this country that they'll make sure that our life is in comfort, in the sense that none of our Ghanaians are struggling. Credit cry and the bando cry no. Uto bando 5 cities and 10 cities and who can tell me that FTM bando bet me last for 1 hour, 20 cities? In Krofona, Omu commenting, we have one guy here who commented, Now, me when the comments, Etonam Kofi, I was very sad when I saw his comment that there were free airplanes that came home. You said no. You see now, who see? Because this gentleman, see, if you own properties outside the country and be sacked, you ask yourself, am I coming back to zero life? You have to think about all these things. And that was the reason why this gentleman keeps staying. And I tell you, there are so many Ghanaians there who are not yet back to the country because they're all thinking about their wealth. Their cars. And they're like, if out of that, then let me die. Even with those who have been compensated with a little startup tips by the government, how many of them have been employed? Yes, we know that MTN Ghana and Tigo, Vodafone and staff came out about that. They want to employ a few of them. How many of them? We all know that many of the citizens came back to the country. How many of them have started working? How many of them? And aside those who even have been recruited by these telecoms and then a few of the industries, adding up to the unemployed society, how many of them have been employed? You see, these people first, some of the old cars over there, buildings and stuff, they left all these resources and they're back home at zero. And Tisanka economy here, we build life for her. And I don't think you even travel from here to that place and go and stay there. No, it wouldn't have happened. And we all know Ghana gained independence very, very early in Africa here. So why should we be lagging behind in terms of development? Let's move on to the second comment. Mary Dudley, wherever you are, please, you have to come and you have to apologize because we don't speak that way. What was he still doing there? What was Ghana cry? Juma Ben here. Juma Ben here. We are Juma Pa can try to recruit these people in there. We are struggling in the country. We need a very good country, Ghana. And your country, we go school, not say who Juma Obabe. And your country, who pay Juma, there for protocol 1 year KBI for. Why never to catch them say, or no apply for military police service? What will be anti-HIV? These people will be informed that you have HIV, and your legs is not straight, and your tongue is longer, and see, these same people, will move on to South America. Some of them will travel to America, Canada, and US and other stuff of the countries, and then you see them in the service. So are you trying to tell me that those services they can't see, or they don't have what it takes to validate good people? No. And you attest to the fact that Obi Ohono say yes, you control test. What control test maybe? You know very well that this test you did well. Now, after appointment about appointment letter. Now, Obi crowd won't get one appointment letter. You see, all these things are affecting the citizens. We are all Ghanaians, so why should you recruit with biasness? Okay, if you want to give slots to some citizens in the country, no problem. Make sure you recruit those citizens who also don't have the money to pay for the protocol. Reserve some of the slots for them. Charlie, that protocol is too much. I didn't get for military, police, they say, Abedu nursing, Abedu teacher, Abedu banking, they say, enter, if you want to visit the private toilet, you have to pay those money. Enter, Uko once you have bribe, Unko Unne. And this is what I want us to stop because it is alarming. It will get a time if somebody should even help you raise a bag of water or say, Charlie, 150 Ghana. How do you stop all these things? Now, let's move on to the third comment. Prince Yeboah. This guy, when I saw his comments, and I realized he's a true Ghanaian. Because a true reasonable Ghanaian won't come under a comment where somebody, Obi Papa, this man is someone's father. Won't make this such comments. Now, Prince Yeboah, wherever you are, may God bless you. Prince Yeboah made us know that he has traveled to Libya and that of South Africa. And he compared the light bill and water bill as to Ghana. And he confirmed that the prices that Ghana are charging for light bill and water bill is too exhausting. And for these two countries, it's very comfortable to live in. Charlie, this is some of the things that we are talking about. Citizens, you pay tax. What are the tax meant for? We know very well that before then we used to have this beneficiaries for old age women and men in the country here. You ask yourself, is this thing still happening? These are some of the kind of benefits the taxpayers' money must be used for. You buy 50 Ghana cedis of prepaid. Start prepaid here, you can't have me. And I said 2 days. Why? Why should are we slaves in our own country? Are we slaves? Because why? Isn't this common water to bath? To the beer, the bill is too much. Hey, somebody is earning a salary of 1,200 every 2 weeks, or top prepaid 50 Ghana cedis. Now say Manta, I hear the back kind of saving. Everything is hand to mouth. In Ghana here, hand to mouth is everything. I hear and saving. Ask someone who is working. Because I said from January to the current month that we are July, I hear a saving account. There is nothing. Everything is hand to mouth. Every pure takwa enu krano. And then I say get be protesting in a Calvin Taylor who be man. And can pure bag class I should talk through. For what reason? He say you cry about my mom. Look at it. We can't even buy common water. You go out to even urinate and they'll tell you have to pay bribe. That is the country we live in. Everything is expensive. As if we live in Jupiter. Meanwhile, we are all on this earth with these other countries who are enjoying the beneficiaries of their paying taxes fee. What is our taxes for? Charlie, please, the politicians, the ministers, the MPs, we beg of you, whatever you come from us, you come for us for voting. Please do what is needed. Do what is needed. Help the citizens. Let's transform our citizens. We have seen a few of the ministers doing well. Some of them are even no more. We don't even know if they exist. Charlie, those are the things we want to do. Let's go a country where tomorrow those children coming forth would also say that, okay, I'm from Ghana and I have something to boast of. What do you think about the current situation of Ghana? What do you think about the expenses that Ghanaians go through? The economic difficulty of this country? Put it down in the comment section. Tag your MP and then put down a comment. If he is doing well, congratulate him or her. If not, tell him to be awake and then put up work. This is 1957 and we'll bring up the histories, the insight of all news and entertainment. Peace. I'm out.